Hi, this is Erin from Homestead. Today we're going to do a little walkthrough of our new pantry shelves. This house came with a very small pantry and kind of a limited amount of cabinet space. So what we did is we used the dining room to become the pantry. So these shelves we actually got from Amazon. They are about 3 feet wide and about 5 feet tall. They're not obviously as tall as I am, but they hold quite a substantial amount per shelf, and so it really gave us the kind of capacity that we were looking for and in a pantry. You know, we had everything kind of full to the max already, having just moved in. And if you see our last video where we went and did a grocery stock up, or I'm sorry, not the last one, but 2 videos ago, we didn't really have room to put everything away. So it was a good thing we had already planned on that and got these shelves and got them set up. So we'll just kind of walk through a little bit. This is our rice dispenser. We keep in here Japanese short grain rice. I talked about in my last video how nice it is to get that new crop rice. We usually, we would pick this up in Ohio at a market. 10K, if you're in the Columbus area, that's the place to go. In Charlotte, we go on the south end. I'll put a link to the store in the description box. I can't remember the name of that store off the top of my head. We've only been there once. But any of those kind of places will have good rice, and we eat a ton of rice. I have celiac disease, so I cannot have gluten. I have to avoid it. And so we do a lot of things like stir fry because that's a good way to fill up empty tummies on the cheap. So we have lots and lots of rice. We got some empty jars here. This section is kind of some baking things. We got flax meal, powdered sugar, corn syrup, golden syrup, molasses, honey. Down here we have some grains. I do keep white flour for everybody else in the house that does not have to eat gluten-free. It's a really great way to make some quick pancakes or biscuits or any of that kind of thing. I don't like to buy mixes like Bisquick and stuff. I like to just do from scratch. So we have white flour, oat, whole wheat, more white flour in the very back, almond flour, cornmeal, white sugar, which we don't keep a ton of, raw sugar here, and salt, brown sugar, grits, oatmeal, and there's more flour in the back. Down here on these shelves, down here, I keep tea and coffee. We drink a lot of tea. Hot chocolate for the kids, peanut butter, almond butter. This honey actually should be up on the other shelf, but I need to move it apparently. Jelly here in the back. Down here, we've got some juice. Oh, corn flour. Okay. More regular flour. This needs to actually go in the freezer, but our freezer is full, and we have not yet gotten a new upright freezer. That is something we're saving for right now. Mama. Got some lard, coconut oil, got some olive oil here in the back, which is good because I actually thought we were out. Up on this shelf here, black beans. Got some pintos in the back there, overflow, popcorn, and the Sea Island red peas and the Carolina gold rice. These all came from Aunts and Mills. Check our last video about the mystery box for some more details on those. Back here, some overflow oats, baking powder, baking soda, some dried mangoes, and some dates. These are really, really good for a snack. If you take a date and cut it open in half, and put either a little bit of peanut butter or almond butter in them, throw them in the fridge or the freezer even for a little bit so they get kind of stiff. Oh my word, they're so good. They're almost like having a little candy bar, like a little piece of a Snickers or something, but they're pretty much healthier. Couple Belvita biscuits. Kids like those for breakfast sometimes. This is all full of Japanese ingredients. I wasn't kidding when I said I like to make stir fry. So we've got sake, we've got some mirin, sesame oil. Over here we've got some applesauce, evaporated milk, and coconut cream. A little bit of canning and pickling salt back there. Pintos, black beans, rice, and more rice. I think I have 3 half-gallons of white rice plus a big one down on the ground, down on the bottom of the shelf. Potato flakes, and this is our beans section, our canned beans, pintos, black beans, refrieds, cannellinis, garbanzos, kidney beans, baked beans, and then over here whole potatoes, a can of greens, and some cream of mushroom soup. Down here on the bottom, I've got, let's see here, mandarin oranges, fruit cocktail, some pineapple chunks, green beans, peas, creamed corn and whole corn, some cans of mushrooms, all diced tomatoes, and some tomato paste. Up on the very top here, we keep all of our breads and things like that, gluten-free bread and wraps. Over here, oh, there's a little bit left in this package. Sandwich bread, we're having some burgers later today, so that'll be good. A couple different kinds of rice mixes and pasta and different stuff like that here. This is not gluten-free, and this isn't, but everything else I think is, oh, except for the mac and cheese. Gluten-free pasta here, some sauce, canned salmon, canned tuna. We're out of canned chicken right now. That's something that we usually keep a lot of on hand, but we just happen to be out of right now. These are these different seasonings I grabbed the other day. All kinds of vinegar here, salad dressing, seasonings, barbecue sauce, pickles, soy sauce, taco seasoning. Down here we have cereal, all different kinds of cereal. Kids really like this a lot for breakfast, so we just get cereal. Down here we have a couple of quick grab and go things for quick lunches. This is really, really good. If you take one of these, mix in some shredded cheddar cheese and a little bit of ranch dressing, I know it sounds a little crazy, but it's delicious. Little salsa in there too makes this an outstanding lunch. And if you're eating it just for a meal, one of these is more than plenty just to eat up, and you can heat it in the microwave. Down here we've got bouillon. I use this when I make Spanish rice, which I make pretty much anytime we make any taco thing. Beef, chicken. We're out of actual bone broth right now, so I need to get some more of that. Some just ramen down here. Vinegar. Cokes. This Madras lentils back here, I should say real quick, if you know what Sheetz is. Sheetz is a convenience store. They started in Western Pennsylvania, and they're all up and down the East Coast. They serve hot dogs. They have quick convenience foods that you make to order. Long story short, they have chili that you can put on hot dogs that is absolutely out of this world. Those Madras lentils taste exactly like that chili. So if you are looking for maybe a healthier alternative to that, or just something that'll, you know, for instance, if you grew up going to Sheetz, maybe you're not near one now, seriously get these. You get them at Costco. They're phenomenal. So that's pretty much it. In our little pantry, we repurposed that and are using that to store things like plastic baggies, storage containers for leftovers, all that kind of thing. And then I have some oversized baking items like cookie sheets and casserole dishes and stuff like that that are a little bit too big to go in the actual cupboards. So that's pretty much it. That's all I have for today. Comment below, send us links to your pantry solutions or any content that you'd like to see on our channel. And as always, please make sure you hit that subscribe button and also that little notification bell that's down here somewhere. Thanks so much for checking in with us again today. Have a great rest of your day. Take care.